I'm joined now by Rabbi Shneor Segal, who is the Chief Rabbi of Azerbaijan. Chief Rabbi, welcome very much to GB News. Thank you for coming on today. Tell us a bit about this community. We say that the Jewish community there is centuries old. Can you tell us, is it fairly stable? Are the numbers reducing? Are they increasing?
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure. Jews live in the Caucasus since the destruction of the Second Temple. That's almost 2,000 years ago. And the Jewish community was always prospering in the region. I live in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is part of the Caucasus, and here, Jewish community is pretty big today. We assume that there's about 25,000 Jews still live in Azerbaijan, but I think that this is the biggest majority of Jewish community in all Caucasus regions.
How is the community faring? Have you been losing Jews? Have Jews been emigrating, or has the population been increasing in recent years?
So this is part of the all past Soviet countries. Since 1990, most Jewish community in all this region is decreasing. People are moving out. People are immigrating to Israel, to Europe, to Germany, to the United States. There was always immigration. I would say since the collapse of the Soviet regime, there is a big immigration to Israel from all over the Soviet countries, and the same also from the Caucasus. So the Jewish community is shrinking, is becoming smaller, but not for the reasons that we had last week in Dagestan. Not because just people were looking for better opportunities. People were looking to live in countries that have more possibilities, with more financial abilities, etc. And that's why people moved out.
How do you explain what did happen last week in Dagestan? This seems to have come out of a clear blue sky.
It's hard to explain it. I think that I must say that I live in a different place. Azerbaijan, it's not the same, and I'm walking in the street like with this outfit today, quiet, not even worrying. But I guess that there is anti-Semitism always. It's something that was. It's always there somewhere. And I guess in Dagestan it came out in a very, very unexpected way, very surprising in those Jews who lived there in the past and always said that they lived very good with their neighbors and they had always normal relations. Even though the Jewish community, as I understand today, in Dagestan is very small. It's few hundred people, much less than it used to be. But it's really very. These pictures are really not pleasant to watch and not very comfortable.
Rabbi, I understand, of course, that you live across the border, but can you comment on what was the response of the authorities to those scenes? Was it a satisfactory response? Did they turn up to break up the demonstrations and to protect Jewish people?
So let me first of all, if you're talking about where I live in Azerbaijan, basically we never see these kind of scenes, and we have really very good relations with the Muslim community. Not only Jews, Muslim Christians here. We had not too long ago a visitor from England. The head of the Church of England, Archbishop Justin Welby, was here, and I had a big honor to meet with him as well. And we met together. And I was telling him that here in Baku, it's not a joke to say that a rabbi, a bishop, and a imam are meeting. It's not a beginning of a joke. It's a reality of life, and we do feel this way, and we feel very safe. As I understand, the measures were taken there by the government to make sure that the Jewish community will feel more safe. I spoke to the rabbi in that region. He told me that things are getting better. They security is around them, in touch with them, and try to give them the best assistance to feel very comfortable. But we didn't face it. We in Baku, in Azerbaijan, we did not face these kind of scenes. and not this kind of situation. Obviously, we have, any case, we have added to our security system to make it a little bit more stronger, to make sure everything is good, because we have to be very safe. We have to make sure that everything is safe for the community, for people to feel comfortable to come to the synagogue, for people to feel comfortable to attend the Jewish school and everything, etc. And thank God we have very, very good feedback from the local authorities, caring about anything that just, I was telling them that it's not even a matter of security now, it's a matter of people to feel good. And that's what we asked, to add more scene, and they were right away ready to do so. And thank God we are continuing working and trying. After all, it's a long war between the light and the darkness all the time, in our personal life, in the general life, in the world life. There's always places where you can find some darkness, and our job is to add more light and better to this world, to try to make it a better world. And I'm sure we will all win. The good side will win by the end.
That is a very lovely philosophy. And after we saw those shocking scenes, it's been very interesting to hear your generally reassuring message about the state of community relations in the region. Rabbi Shneor Segal, thank you very much for joining us